Well, welcome to the Daily Sip with Claro and Oli.
What's
The
up?
Claro and Oli show.
Can you believe that? Somebody that doesn't drink coffee? Jeez.
Claro, the
This
question
guy's
is how you started out and how your passion for coffee. I don't know if it's I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I've always been a coffee drinker. Hispanics usually are,
Okay.
except for you. I've always been a coffee drinker, and there was a period of time in my life that I had to stay awake pretty much forever, right? For a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And so therefore I used to drink coffee like morning, day, night, I don't care, right?
Yeah.
I used to sleep like an hour, 2 hours. But I just developed a love for the coffee. And it was funny because I wasn't much of a heavy coffee drinker, but I just became one. And one time I went to get a latte, right?
Mhm.
I didn't even know what a latte was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like good. And I was like, what the heck? What have I been missing? So that's when I started to concentrate more into coffee and the different types, like espresso, cappuccinos. I was like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
So that pretty much drove, in a way, in me the passion. But to answer your question in general, because I think you asked me how did I become, I guess, successful, which, I mean, $100 million is not successful, but okay. I'm just kidding. But as I was saying the other time that I noticed when I was growing up, picking tomatoes, picking bell peppers, fucking watermelons, everything. And there's people out there that remember me picking, by the way.
Mhm.
But
You was a fast picker?
heck yeah, man. Honestly, here's one thing, and
Yeah.
I've told people this.
Yeah.
I was like in the farms when I was 8 years old, 6 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old. I did not know I was a kid.
Yeah.
I did not know I was
No.
I look at an 8-year-old now and I'm like, my
Yeah.
gosh, they're babies.
Yeah.
I did not know.
You
I
didn't-
thought I was a grown man.
Bro, you didn't have no childhood for real like that?
Well, that's another story. But I thought I was a grown man.
No, hold
and,
up.
And wait, let me finish this.
Jesus
and,
Christ.
And I used to work, man. I used to beat the adults or
Yeah.
do the same.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I did not know. I didn't know.
Wow, bro.
But anyway, but I did see growing up that one of the things I always tell people that differentiated me from other people is that I was young and I had hope.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have hope
Yeah,
because they were already adults.
Yeah.
This was their opportunity to make money.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I was young. I had hope. I knew that I was in school and one day I was going to finish it.
Yeah.
But I saw through the years that, as I was telling you before, people who came here without any friends, no money, no English, nothing, man, they became business owners. They
Yeah.
became selling
Yeah.
door to door.
Yeah.
And they just went at it. And I was like, what makes somebody try hard and try hard and try hard and never make it? But there's other people that try hard and think about it and make it. And then there's others that without effort, they don't even try and become successful.
Super successful.
What is it? So there was one conclusion that I came up with, one thing,
I definitely want to hear that.
and that is mind.
Mine.
It all depends on how your mind works, what you think about, what you concentrate on, what you spend your time on.
Let me tell you something.
me
Something that
something.
I always thought about that. Anybody that is a business owner and is successful at their business at any level
Yeah.
could be a millionaire in
Yeah.
any business. It's just the business that you choose. I mean, like I said, you sell coffee. It might take you a little bit longer. I do. I own barbershops. I've been owning my own barbershops for more than. I've been owning my own barbershops for
Since you were like
since I was like super young, man.
14, right?
No, I was I won't say 14. I mean, let me tell you what got me into cutting hair.
Yeah, tell me.
Very simple. I was 16 and a half, whatever, and I got a girl pregnant.
Use that rubber, man. Come on.
Well, you
I know,
get what
go
I'm
ahead.
saying. I mean, we were doing our thing or
things
whatever, and guess what? I got to do something. But my thing was I never thought about going to get a job at McDonald's. I said, man, I got to do something, and I was already learning how to cut, just to hook up my boys.
Yeah.
then I was like, nah, I gotta start charging these dudes. You feel me? So that's where it came about, and I was kind of forced into it. Some people ask me, "Are you passionate about cutting hair?" I said, "No, I'm not passionate about anything that I do." You get what I'm saying? Just there's no passion. You know, I like doing this, and sometimes it gets annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what got me. You asked me before we started.
Yeah,
What got
but
you
you know-
into cutting hair? I mean, that's what got me into cutting hair. It's easy. My time is mine, not
wish-
yours.
You know, you bring up a good point because, and I wish for those listening out there, I wish they could talk to people about this when they're young, because a lot of parents and older people do not talk to their kids about money, and I don't know if it's some type of regret or maybe they're greedy or envious that nobody told them. But here's what I always tell young people when I see them. I tell my grandkids the same thing. What is it that you want? What is it that you really want? Right? Because when I graduated, there were some students in my high school that were extremely smart, very intelligent, and they became teachers.
Yeah.
And for the large population, they would say, well, you were that smart. How come you didn't become an attorney or a physician or anything like that? But you got to look at how things are, how people look at their life. If you really want to teach, then, and if you become a teacher, then you became successful.
Yeah.
Because that's what you really want.
Yeah, that's the way
So
I see
talk to the
success.
kid.
I
If the
think
kid
suc-
really wants to just make
Yeah.
a lot of money, there's different ways.
Yeah,
Look,
there's
they can
different
go to
ways.
university college university if they want to.
Yeah,
They don't have to.
yeah,
Because you very well know that people who don't go to college can also become millionaires.
super successful.
There's so much opportunity
Yeah.
in this country.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that the poorest of the poor has $1 or $2 to
Yeah.
give away. And you know, unfortunately, poor people are the ones that spend money the most. I mean, wealthy people become wealthy because they know how to manage their money.
Why we spend so much money, man? I know you spend a whole lot of money.
I
Spend a lot of-
honestly, I can tell you, I don't spend a lot of money.
You don't spend a lot of money.
I don't. I mean, look, I have my vehicle and I pay it off and I don't care about getting a new one
Yeah.
until I really have to.
I don't finance cars. I buy my cars cash.
Yeah.
Well, not to brag, but
You're
I
bragging.
can't. That's not bragging. It's just
You're bragging.
I cannot freaking. I cannot pay you all this money for. I can't do it. It's just nah, man. Here's your money. I'm not doing that. I don't care that much for cars. Listen, the other day I went fishing. My car, whatever, my truck, whatever the case may
Uh-huh.
be. It smelled like fish for a week. You think I care?
It does, I
That's
know.
what it's there for. Is a freaking truck.
Yeah.
It's a Range Rover.
Uh-huh.
When you see a commercial, they going through mountains
Yeah.
and shit. And they going fishing. It ain't for you to drive around looking clean. Yo, you go in my car, smells like fish. It's disgusting.
No, I mean, I really don't spend a lot of money at all. I mean, and it's not like if I'm cheap or I don't want to, I don't need it. I just don't. I don't care about the latest iPhone. I don't care about brand name clothes. No.
no
wonder.
up, bruh.
You know how much this shirt was?
How much was that shirt?
$5.
You gotta be kidding me.
At
man. Stuff look good, man. Dry fit, man.
heck yeah, man! I bought like a bunch of them because I know that if I get these, look, 5 years I'll be good.
How many years?
I've had some shirts that I've had for like 15 years.
Yo, he said 5 years. Shit. You
15.
bought 5 for 5. You plan on 5 years on it.
Yeah, man.
That's freaking awesome.
I don't care about no polo or.
That's good. That's
I
good.
don't wanna say brand names, but-
Honestly, I like certain things. They don't have to be the greatest things. I like good things, but you know, back to man, you gotta know what's important. There's certain things that's you know.
You do, and that's a good point because you also have to. Time goes by.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you are happy. You got to make sure that you have fun.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself because nobody else is going to take care of you.
Exactly.
Nobody cares about
now-
you. You know how much people care about you? Go to Target or Walmart, stand outside,
Yeah.
and you're going to see people passing by. See how many people ask you, "Hey, how are you?" How's
Yo,
everything?"
you know
Nobody
what we
cares.
should do? We should do a social research and go out there looking dirty, asking people for money outside, just for the hell of it.
You know what about money? That's another thing.
Actually, we can actually
Look,
do that out.
I live in East Orlando, the east side.
Yeah.
When I go from here to there, Okay, when I pass major
Every
intersections,
single light.
every goddamn single light.
You got a
there
toll.
are- No, no.
like a toll.
I'm okay with tolls.
Okay.
There are beggars.
That's what I'm saying. That's a toll.
Oh, yeah,
You got
it's
a
true.
toll.
And they look at you expecting for you to give them money. And I'm
Exactly.
like, I just worked all day. I'm not going
Yeah.
to give you nothing.
Yo, bro, that's crazy.
It is extremely crazy. And they tag team.
Mm.
You know, well, one time I was driving to the post office, and it was like at 11 o'clock at night. It was
Yeah.
dark, right? Hardly any traffic, but there was some traffic. And the beggar that was there earlier,
Yeah.
another beggar came in a bike, right? They got off the bike, gave it to the beggar that was there. The beggar got the book bag,
It's a shift,
left,
brother.
and
It's a
yeah, it's a
shift.
shift. They have all of this coordinated,
It's a
and the
shift.
reason why they're there for years, day and night, is because people give them money, and because people give them money, they support that habit.
Man, you
make great
I need
money.
Elijah back. I need Elijah in this show
Bring him.
ASAP.
Where is he?
No, he's not here. He's
Oh.
not here. But this Elijah will agree with you 100%. It's like,
You are supporting
bro, these
that
people
habit.
are making money. Like I had a guy in there, and we're like, yo, how much you make a day?
a lot.
Seriously, bro?
There
I'm
was
over
a-
here grinding and
Yep. Yeah.
with this clippers all day, and you making how much a day? Just standing out there with the right sign. You just gotta have the right little slogan on your sign. Because to be honest with you, there was a lady. I'm sorry to take
Oh, yeah,
over
yeah.
like
No,
that,
go
but there was a lady with her son and the daughter coming out of it wasn't a McDonald's. It's actually a DK or whatever, whatever it was. I don't want to freaking bring
The
up
person
names.
coming out of McDonald's was me.
No,
Just
but
kidding.
let me tell you, she was there with the whole family, and the sign said we lost everything. I didn't even read the reasons, but the kid was riding a bike, hanging out, and I gave him $5, and then I was like, damn, they got me. They did it. They really, they did the
They get
movie.
you. Yeah, they. You know, it's funny because they do get you, but I lost my train of thought. But one of the things that a lot of people don't. There was a special, I think it was CBS, ABC years ago,
Yeah.
where they followed this person that was begging for money.
I saw that.
And
I
the
saw
guy,
the girl.
when they counted the money per year, they used to make $100,000. This was years ago.
Yeah, I know.
$100,000. So you think that person is gonna say, "Oh man, I'm not gonna do this anymore because I don't want." To. Man, if they're getting money, they're gonna continue doing
That
it.
type of money,
and
man.
they're gonna bring
You're
the
talking
family.
about $100,000 just sitting in the. You're still working.
You still work.
Because I mean, let me
You
tell you
do.
something. Let me tell you something.
You do work
Let me tell you something.
because it's hot in here.
I work standing behind a chair. It's almost the same as
Pretty
swinging a
much.
sign. You work here, and you own your own business. And I think it's actually harder to be out there than be in here, because the sun is out, and I look at it as a job. And it's, you know what? I'm gonna start looking at it from now on as
Well,
they
you
are
can go ahead and look
working.
at it, but let me tell you this: that person with
Yeah.
their skills,
Yeah.
they're not gonna make that much money if they get
What
a
do you
job.
mean by that? You're talking about that person
That
in that
person
corner.
in that corner with
they're
those,
not gonna
with,
make-
with the knowledge that they have, the
Okay.
skills and the habits, which
Yeah.
usually is drugs.
Yeah.
That's the best thing they can do, because they're gonna make a lot of money.
Mhm.
They can't become a barber. They don't know that skill unless they study for it.
I understand that, but at the very, very end of the day, el objetivo, the objective of the day
The objective,
is
yes.
making the objective
Is to
of
make
the-
money.
Is to make money.
Right.
And they figure out a way to make money as
As a
a
beggar.
business owner.
Well, yeah. I
It
mean,
is
that-
as a business.
it-
If you
it
make
is.
$100,000,
It is. The only bad thing
money,
about that, the only bad thing
shit.
about them is that they don't pay taxes like you and I.
That's what I'm
That's the
saying.
only
No,
difference.
that's not bad. They ahead of us.
They're definitely ahead
Shit,
of us.
man, I'm coming out there tomorrow, man. No, seriously, it's
Actually,
freaking crazy.
if you do that, I'll give you $5.
Nah, you gotta come with me, bro.
hell no.
We
Actually-
taking over. We taking over Ronald Reagan
Actually, it's
in
not a bad
434,
idea.
man.
But you know, somebody told me about. I think I spoke to one of. Actually, we had a customer here
Yeah.
that did that, and they were complaining that people don't give them enough money. And he said, "Oh, I got injured and da da da," and they were like an ex-employee,
Ex-military. Ex-military. or-
ex-employee of a company or something, and they
Yeah.
got injured or whatever.
Yeah.
And I have a history.
Hey, listen, I didn't mean to offend any ex-military. I just
Oh,
thought
no,
that's
definitely.
what was coming because I had
But
one.
a lot of them do
A lot
end
of them
up-
do, and
Yeah.
it's a
Oh, yeah.
shame.
It is a
It's
shame.
a shame for the country and everybody. I think those guys should be taken care of.
No, because we're busy taking care of Africans. But anyway, and this guy, right? He was disabled by a corporation,
Yeah.
right? He was like, oh man, if I could work, I would go work, but I have to beg. But
Yeah.
people want to give money, and I'm like, if you are working for a corporation, again, I have a background in the insurance.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're giving you insurance money. They're giving you insurance. I know
Yeah.
that, and the government gives you also Social Security disability.
Yeah.
Well, yes, they do, but it's not enough. I'm like, well, nobody has enough, you know? So people are giving them money, and a lot of them are getting checks from Social Security anyway.
What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think we should do about our
homeless-
retire? No. I mean, some of them, like you said, are retire military.
Yes.
And what we have to do something about these
Something
people,
has
man.
to be done. I mean, of course. I mean, they deserve a lot of respect from everyone because they
Exactly.
protected us. We're
Yeah.
here. We have the freedoms.
Yeah, man.
Because
I mean,
of them. I mean,
the only reason somebody don't come and blow us up is because those guys gave up everything to keep us safe. What do you think we should do about those guys, man? Like and follow, give us a comment. Let us know what you guys think we should do with ex-military that are. I mean, some of those guys don't have it right in here. Just by having a
No.
conversation with that, and I'm sorry for that, but yo, it's just
Yeah.
they need more help. And what do you guys think we should do? Just I don't know, man. It's crazy, bro.
it is, man. It's a crazy world.
All right, man. This was the Daily Sip. GLaDOS, we out of here.
Oh man. I was gonna ask.
Salud.
I was gonna ask.
What?
Do you guys think it's the same everywhere, or is it just Florida?
It's everywhere,
I
bro.
know, man.
It's crazy.